Alright, so it's out. Got it out of the shed. It's smoking so bad in there. Nobody called the fire department, so that's good. Seems to be running alright. The goal for this year is to run this some more. I know I say it every year, but we'll see how it goes time-wise and everything. All I want to do, well, I found another problem here. This wasn't doing this last year, and I didn't use the PTO very much, and the lever's all the way forward and the PTO won't shut off. So don't do this at home, it's dangerous. No, I can't hold it, so it's under power here with the PTO off. I'm not sure why all of a sudden it decided to do that over the winter. Could be an adjustment, could be something more in-depth, whatever it is, we'll have to look into it. I want to move this wheel out for on the hills, even with that one. And we should be alright. Everything else should be done. I'm glad I didn't have to sell this tractor. Now that I'm working full-time, I'm actually in a way better position than I was when I was just farming. Of course, most people know that. It's common sense, the way the grain prices have been. So it's not an emergency anymore. I was toying around with selling this, but it's kind of the PA Farms mascot, if you want to call it that. I know a lot of people said they found my channel because of the Farmall 560 diesel, so it's still here. So you can see how the wheels are. That one's out, probably 6 inches more than that one. We're gonna break those that clamp loose and slide that wheel out. Without having a lot of jacks or equipment here, I'm just gonna jack up the one side and loosen all the bolts, and you take a ratchet strap around the inside of your wheel, around the axle, and you can jack it right out. So it's a poor man's trick to moving your wheels out, and it also works sometimes pulling the wheel in too. So we'll attempt to do that eventually here. But yeah, that's weird about that PTO. I wonder if it's just that the oil's cold, or I don't know. It didn't do that. I didn't use the PTO, and now all of a sudden, that's why I like to do this. All the little winter gremlins. The 395 wasn't charging when I first got it serviced and put back together. It wasn't charging, and I was digging through that. I had the dash ripped all apart, and turns out it was just the connection up at the alternator. Just had to wiggle it, and that started charging. The 986, same deal. Just had to wiggle at the wires, probably from sweating in the shed. The connection. So I have to get some of that dielectric grease and get that smeared all over everything. So there it is, we got it out. Started on 29 degrees. The glow plugs are definitely working. I put my jump pack on just to double check, or just to make sure the batteries were up. Not seeing any leaks. Let it warm up, take it for a drive, and put it away. It is next week we're gonna rearrange this shed. This shed's getting rearranged. We're getting ready, everything ready where it needs to be. Like I say, it's early yet, but just for time-wise. I had the 986 out earlier and took that for a ride, and everything works on that. You see it's muddy, just took it around the driveway and back, and I folded the mirrors out a little further. A lot of guys said they have them out front so they don't hit their head. It's a good idea. I have them out, and I don't think I have them even. I might have to do some adjusting yet, but real nice backing now with mirrors, real nice. I could see the wheels backing in the shed and everything. So good investment, I think. Well worth it. So like I say, we're gonna rearrange the shed next Saturday. This weekend's a shorter weekend, so we're not gonna bother with that. Just have some odds and ends. I got to get the battery yet for the welder generator. I want to fire that up, get that running, and keep moving along here. So I don't know where I left you guys with the updates, but all the tractors are run now and ready to go. So I'll come back with you in a bit. All right, I love it when problems fix themselves. They're the best types of problems to have. There must have been something sticking with the PTO. Now that it's warm, took it for a drive, the PTO has stopped. So good to go there. Perfect. Have to, like I say, I want to slide this wheel out. I can't do that today. I sold my 3/4 inch socket set, 3/4 drive. Another thing I had a metric and a standard 3/4 drive socket set. I sold them. So note to self, don't sell all your tools when you're as young as I am, because you might need them someday. So that's kind of why I'm reluctant to trade any equipment now or get rid of anything, because there's a lot of stuff I had at one time that I sold, and I wish I had it back. So lesson learned there. All right, so we're done. All the tractors work, everything's good to go. I know the past couple videos, that's all I've been talking about are the tractors, and I love the tractors, so that's how it is. So we're done with this. Let's shut her down. And it's good to go. So hopefully we can get some use out of this tractor this year. Feel good about it, feel confident finally in it. So just got to widen it a little. It's a little high on the hills. Trying to think here. You figure this, the axle's pretty close to height with the, might be a little lower than the 986 height wise. The front axles are pretty well level, and the engines are pretty well level. So it's probably has a similar, this one probably has a little bit higher center of gravity, but not by too much. But that one is set so wide, so I'm sure, I think there's 3 holes in the front axle, and this one has 2. This one's a little narrower, so we'll get this widened up. And the only thing, we don't have any roll bar protection with this tractor, which with that we do. I put the seat belt on, and if I roll it, I'm protected, as well as the other 2 here. So just have to watch where I use this and pay attention. So all right guys, I don't know where that leaves me with the video here. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants with the past couple videos, so I'll see what else we get into.